If you've ever heard someone say, I just love Waldo and wondered why, today's for you. Come with me as we drive through the neighborhoods, explore hidden spots, and give you a true feel of the lifestyle here. Hey, I'm Kendal, a realtor here in the Kansas City metro area. On this channel, I help people just like you learn everything they need before relocating, whether you're moving across town or across the world. If you're considering a move soon, next year, or you're just researching, feel free to reach out. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss our next video. Because Waldo isn't flashy, it's not just trying to be the newest hotspot, and yet people who live here are fiercely loyal. Today, we're spending a full day in Waldo, one of Kansas City's most loved neighborhoods, and we're doing it the way locals actually experience it. This isn't a highlight reel of trendy spots or a top 5 places list. This is real, everyday Waldo. The kind of neighborhood where routines matter, faces become familiar, and you start recognizing dogs before you recognize people. If you're thinking about moving to Kansas City, buying your first home, or just curious why Waldo has such a strong reputation, this day will explain it. McLean's Bakery. This is where a lot of Waldo mornings start. Not because it's the trendiest place, but because it's reliable. You know what you're getting, you know you'll probably see someone you recognize, and you know you won't feel rushed out the door. On any given morning, you'll see parents grabbing coffee after school drop-off, people opening laptops for work meetings, friends meeting before a walk, first dates that feel low pressure and casual, and that's kind of Waldo in a nutshell. Waldo mornings aren't loud, they're steady, they're comfortable. This is the kind of place where you can sit for an hour and not feel like you're in the way, and that matters more than people realize. Waldo feels walkable, familiar, and easy. This is what people mean when they say they want community, not just a house. All right, we finished coffee and a yummy pastry at McLean's Bakery. Now, one of the best things to do in Waldo is just walk, and eventually you end up near the Waldo Water Tower, one of the neighborhood's most recognizable landmarks. This part of Waldo really shows its age, but in the best way. You'll notice older homes with real character, mature trees that actually provide shade, sidewalks that connect streets instead of cutting them off, front porches that feel used, not decorative. Nothing here feels rushed or copy and paste. Waldo feels established, like it grew over time instead of being thrown together all at once. This is also where you really feel the pride of ownership. People maintain their homes, they know their neighbors, they wave. And for a lot of buyers, this is the moment Waldo clicks, because it doesn't feel like a development, it feels like a neighborhood. Wornall Road is the heartbeat of Waldo. It's lined with local shops, salons, gift stores, record stores, places that aren't trying to scale, just trying to serve the neighborhood well. This stretch is lively without being chaotic. You come here to run one errand, and suddenly you're still here an hour later. You bump into someone you know. You pop into a shop you weren't planning on. You remember why walkable areas change how you live day to day. Wornall Road feels active but never overwhelming. It's not a destination you gear up for, it's just part of life. And that's a huge reason people stay in Waldo longer than they expect to. This is where Waldo really stands out. You'll see young families pushing strollers, first-time buyers who plan to stay just a few years, downsizers who didn't want to give up walkability or character. A lot of people think Waldo is a starter neighborhood, and for many it is, but then something happens. They realize the location works, the community fits, daily life feels simpler, so they stay. Waldo works for real life, not just a phase of it. You don't have to upgrade every few years. You don't outgrow it quickly. It adapts with you. And that's why Waldo has such a strong sense of loyalty. All right, when it's time for lunch, Waldo's food scene quietly punches above its weight. Waldo Pizza is a perfect example. It works for casual weekday lunches, easy date nights, takeout when you don't feel like cooking, and that's the kind of theme here. Good food without the fuss. In Waldo, eating out doesn't have to be an event. You don't need reservations or a special occasion. You just go. That ease becomes part of your routine, and routines are what turn neighborhoods into homes. Okay, your day is starting to wind down. Waldo shifts, but it doesn't change who it is. Evenings here are relaxed. Dodson's Bar right across the street in Commons is the kind of place that captures this perfectly. Low-key, cozy, neighborhood first. You can come for one drink and somehow stay for 2 hours. You see couples, groups, friends, neighbors catching up after work. No one's rushing. No one's showing off. It feels familiar. And even if it's your first time there, it feels like home. And that's something Waldo does really well. It makes people feel like they belong, like they're home. Waldo doesn't try too hard, and that's exactly why people love it. It's not chasing trend. It's not reinventing itself every year. It's just consistently Waldo. Comfortable, connected, livable. If Waldo is already home, drop your favorite spot in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. And if you've been curious about this neighborhood, hopefully this day helped you understand why people don't just move to Waldo, they stay.